Moses, from prince to leader. Long ago in Egypt, Moses, a prince raised in Pharaoh's palace, faced a moment that would change his life. Despite his royal upbringing, Moses never forgot he was a Hebrew at heart. One day, he saw an Egyptian mistreating a Hebrew slave. Feeling a rush of protectiveness, Moses looked around and, seeing no one, stepped in to save the slave but ended up making a grave mistake. The very next day, Moses tried to stop a fight between two Hebrews, only to realize his secret was out. The news even reached Pharaoh, forcing Moses to flee to a faraway land called Midian for safety. In Midian, Moses found himself by a well, where he helped the 7 daughters of Reuel, a priest, fend off some rude shepherds. Impressed by Moses' bravery, Reuel invited him home, leading to Moses marrying Reuel's daughter and starting a new life as a shepherd. Meanwhile, back in Egypt, the Hebrews suffered greatly under a new pharaoh. Their cries for help reached the heavens, and God was listening. 40 years had passed since Moses left Egypt. While tending his flock, Moses saw something incredible: a bush engulfed in flames that didn't seem to burn up. Curious, Moses went closer, only to hear God's voice calling him by name. God told Moses to take off his sandals, for he was standing on holy ground. God had a mission for Moses to lead the Hebrews out of Egypt and free them from slavery. Moses was scared and unsure, especially about speaking to Pharaoh. But God showed Moses miraculous signs, turning his staff into a serpent and then back again, and even curing his hand from leprosy to prove his power. Still hesitant, Moses worried about his speaking abilities. God, growing impatient with Moses' doubts, promised Aaron, Moses' brother, would help speak for him. Moses bid farewell to Jethro and set off to Egypt with his family. In the mountains, Aaron met Moses, and together they shared God's plan with the Hebrew leaders, who were amazed by the signs and worshipped God, filled with hope. Moses and Aaron then bravely approached Pharaoh, delivering God's message, "Let my people go." But Pharaoh's heart was hard. He refused to listen. God was ready to show his great power to change Pharaoh's mind, marking the beginning of an epic journey for Moses, from a prince in Egypt to a shepherd in Midian, and finally, a leader of his people. The end.